oh my lands, here we go again. Another great adventure, another yarn to spin. Every time we get together, what a mess you'll find us in. Oh my lands, here we go again. Oh my lands, here we go again.
Oh my land, y'all. It's Kathleen and Nikki.
We can't wait to share what we're up to in this episode.
Here we go. Well, y'all, I've asked Nikki in advance if I could share a story with y'all this week that I just have to get it off my chest instead of sharing a memory. Because this week, y'all, I was ready to have a cat killing. It was bad at my house. My daughter is currently having to stay with us because of an issue at her house. So she has her cat with her. And this cat likes to wait at doors and run into rooms that you don't want the cat in. Well, I was taking the garbage out to the front door, and I had just gotten home. I'd been gone all day. I've been with Mama and Aunt Judy, and so I was dressed nice. And I opened up the door to take some garbage out the door, and that cat darted out the door to be outside. And she's in heat right now, too.
Oh, my Lanta.
So, as she's running for the door, I slammed the door shut to try to stop her from making it outside. And I caught her tail in the door. And then that stunned her. So she was sitting on the step outside, stunned. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be able to get her now. So I have the door open, and I'm calling for the cat, and I'm saying, Jolene, come on in, Jolene. And Reagan, my redheaded Boston Terrier, decides at that time, it's a good time to chase a cat. So then he proceeds to chase the cat. So he chases the cat around the house. Now, Reagan, even though he's a nutball, and we medicate him to make him able to live with, he will listen when I call him. So he came right back on in the house.
Oh, but can we? Well, maybe not.
Go ahead. What did you want to say? Because that baby is beautiful. And Jolene is beautiful too. But I'm just telling you, after this incident, I wanted to put their little faces on posters in town saying, wanted, dead or alive, you need to come quick, because I was done. So, because it gets worse. So I proceed, grab the cat treats and start shaking them outside and walking around the house and yelling, Jolene, 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 and shaking the cat treats. I was walking all around Helen's house 2 and 3 times, walking down the back streets, saying to any person I saw out, hey, I'm missing a cat. Her name's Jolene. Here's her picture. Of course, nobody had seen her. Then I get in my car to drive around to a subdivision that was on the backside that you couldn't get to easy, because by this point, it's hotter than whatever level of hell, and I'm dripping in sweat. So then I proceed to walk all around that. I get with my husband, and he's out of town, of course, and I'm like, listen, get on the city Facebook page, post a picture of Jolene, tell them that she's missing. So then I run across another neighbor who always helps out with all the animals in town too. She hasn't seen the animal. And I did this for an hour, and I'm over it. I'm over it. So I'm in the house with my husband on the phone because he's out of town in Detroit. And I am like, I'm done. I can't do no more. And he's like, it'll be okay, Kathleen. She will show up. It'll be okay. So as I'm on the brink of tears for having a lost cat that my daughter dearly loves, in walks the cat. And she stretches and she yawns from where she has been napping, while I had been sweating my butt off outside looking for her. I saw her run around the house, but all I can guess is we have a doggy door. She ran around the house into the yard through the doggy door. But meanwhile, I'm canvassing the whole neighborhood trying to save her butt. And I thought it was odd when I walked around the house that all of my chickens, they roam our whole backyard. They were all clustered together in a portion of the coop that they're not normally at. And I had kind of thought, that's odd. Jolene must have ran through the yard and it scared the chicken. Well, I never thought she'd use the doggy door she's never been taught how to use.
To go back in the house.
Yeah. So she was maxing and relaxing while I was canvassing the neighborhood and sweating, wet. I'm talking sweating where your underwear sticks to you. And I had to come in and take a shower. I know but y'all can't see my face, but just so you know, I'm very put out.
Hey, well, just so you know, in that story, of course, I don't particularly care for cats.
I know.
But, hey, that's one for the cat right there. That's a good one for the cat. The other thing, my sister-in-law, who is also one of my dearest friends, she would say, why would you have underwear on to begin with? Then they wouldn't be sticking to you.
Yes, she would. Because
she is all about the theory of Joey from Friends that you go commando everywhere.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, that would have been one less thing I had to peel off myself from it being wet. So I hope y'all don't mind me sharing what happened this week instead of a memory, because I'm telling you, I'm about to have some orphans at my house up for adoption because I've had it.
Now, why are you going to get rid of all the cats just because Jolene acted like a redheaded stepchild?
It was a bad day. It was a bad moment because I love my animals.
Yes, you do.
And all of our animals, down to the chickens, are treated like pets. Nothing is treated like an animal. I mean, they all get their treats, their special beds. Oh, I got this really cute little cat waterer that I've ordered that they just absolutely love. And but in the moment,
you mean your pets? They're treated like they're human children.
Yes.
They're spoiled just like that.
Yes, but in the moment, I want it to be having no children to have to take care of. Because I was so dang mad. And this stuff always happens when my husband is not at home. Always stuff happens. Like in future episodes, I can share more of what happened when he's not at home.
Well, that kind of sounds like then that your husband is the calming factor in your household, which would make him very happy to hear.
Well, he's, when I'm in a panic, I sure do go to him. So anyways, all animals were not harmed in this story, and they are all at home, just snug and happy as they can be and terrorizing everything. And by the way, that cat has since used the doggy door one other time. It's time for her to go back to her home and to quit visiting mine. That's what I have decided. So hopefully in the very near future, whatever crazy's going on next door, we are able to fix. And our daughter can move back into her home and take her lovely, beautiful little fluffy cat with her. And then this cat's really lovable, and you can just carry her around like a baby. Well, y'all, rest assured that the cats are living and happy and enjoying all of their treats and their window seats and their special fountain and their special bed. They are all safe at home. But this week, we hope that y'all will don't mind and enjoy. We're actually going to add in recordings from the road. And I found a piece of tape that just has Nikki and I in conversation as we're leaving Fuller's. And we are headed to Indiana Dunes. So you're just going to hear conversation of us sharing stories on the road, looking at things that we pass on the road. You'll just hear it, and it is coming from those recordings. So we Hope you enjoy it.
It's okay. Y'all about ready to roll too? Oh, okie dokie. We're at this campground. They had the camper that I would like.
We're so jealous of your camper. We want your camper.
We love an Airstream. They're a nice young couple.
Where they're going with all that stuff on the back of their truck?
I think they're moving just to let us buy, and then they're going to reposition that stuff, is what I think they're doing. Very kind.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah, kind people everywhere. Everywhere you go, going to find some kind people. You need to be kind in return.
I think they're going to stop at the dump. And since they are, I'm going to go ahead and take ours too so that we don't have to stop on that hill.
Oh, okay then.
And we can just
Right.
push on through. All right, let me get my seatbelt on. They should be out of the way so you don't have to stop.
I know. But you know what? Did you notice? I think they're road tripping just like we are. That camper had California tags on it.
Mm-hmm.
They're a lot longer away from home than we are.
And all that stuff on the that was on the truck, they threw it all in the garbage.
Oh, so they were kind of like us, riding out with our garbage on the back end.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm climbing up this little hill here. Come on. We ain't named the truck yet.
You're doing good.
I know, we got the lemon drop name, but not the truck. Oh, come on.
Now, we did scope this out last night to decide that this was our best point of exit
Yes, we did, over by the dumpsters.
to get lemon drop out with the least amount of drama.
And
To-
anxiety on my part.
I would say to lemon drop and to Kathleen. And look, we picked the perfect exit strategy.
We did really good mapping that out. You know, I was taught, my friend that was teaching me how to back up the trailer and talking, lessons on pulling the trailer. He said, listen, you always have got to map out your strategy getting in and getting out of places. Don't just ever just pull in and not have an exit strategy. Oh my goodness, this lake is beautiful as we're leaving. I mean, it's just like a camp from a movie or something. The entrance is all nice. People's friendly. I hate to leave it. But I have found, there's nice people everywhere. There's pretty places we need to stay. And we need to keep on the adventure as much as I wanted to really stay here. I talked about staying here extra nights. I was so in love with the place.
And I will say, this has been a true learning experience for me. Not just because it's my first time to camp in a camper and not a tent. And so learning all that, I was very proud of us.
Yes.
Because we did all the hookup last night ourselves. We hooked up the electric.
I think it's just a big pothole. Do you want to get out and look?
I don't see anything.
Just look real quick.
What am I looking for?
Just there. We ain't left nothing in the road from lemon drop. We don't need her dropping parts. That was a good old banger. I think it was just the underneath.
Yeah, there's nothing. The door's still shut. Everything's good.
Well, Lemon Drop's just a year younger than we are.
She's 49.
Yeah, Lemon Drop's 49. She's born in 1973. So she's a little creaky like we are. Go ahead, Nikki. You were saying how you was proud of you. I was proud of us too last night. And by golly, you sure can put me right up underneath that ball hitch.
Yeah, we got under there. I crawled on the ground, crawled under it to try to figure out what our light issue is.
I know. She's way more agile than I am.
We did good.
I know it.
Something is inside the camper that's bumping when it's got to be. Or I've still got my window down right now because this breeze feels lovely
and maybe
to me. And maybe it was making those sounds.
I don't know, Nikki.
Let me roll the window up, see if we still hear it.
Well, we're not hearing it.
No. So I think it was just...
It's just it is very bumpy. getting back into Fuller's. But y'all, the road is tree lined both sides. It creates a canopy over the roadway. Now, I know there's a more scientific term for that. I can't recall what it is, but it's a beautiful drive-in.
Yeah, I think this was a very bumpy part and we didn't hear anything. So probably whatever it was.
It's just lemon drop creaking and moaning. So I was, I was telling you, that couple was, very nice.
Yes.
And I said, about there being nice people everywhere. And
do we have this mapped out? Sorry to interrupt you again.
No.
We need your phone. Where's your phone?
In my purse. Right behind me. Yeah, we got to find out where we're going.
Now, you turn in left here at the stop sign no matter what. But remember, the stop sign is only for us. It's not both directions.
Okay.
You also have a message from your husband.
Oh, my husband. He has an A in front of his name, so he's always at the top of my list. I have him, Helen, and Mama. They all laugh at me. There is nobody behind me, so I'm going to pause it right here so we can... I don't know where we're going. I know this much. Oh, he's just sending me a good morning message, and he says, "You rolling?" Sure enough. Which map thing are we going to use?
Go back to the one you're the most comfortable with, because I don't like any of them.
Well, and
they all get on my nerves.
Well, and the fact that, dang. Oh, there ain't nobody behind me still. I got to find out the address again. Okay. 6495 Blue Star Highway. 6495 Blue Star Highway.
Since we're stopped,
6495 Blue Star Highway. Got it. You can get some more sneaky snack. All right. I think it's telling me to keep going straight this time.
No, it's not.
Okay, then I'll turn. Look at there.
But look. This road is not straight right there.
Yeah. I don't know why. I tell you, I always could read a good old paper map real easy.
Well, because this was showing you from the start.
That was why.
And we were already part of the way down. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to be. And we're going to take a right at the
Fuller's Campground and Resort sign. So, I'm going to try to put in this story. You'll end up having to splice it into the right spot. We always have something going on when you're driving and recording. So we were at Walmart I needed an electric knife to cut all the foam for the lemon drop. And we didn't have one. And I want you to know, my husband remembered that we had some in his father's old fishing gear. Got all them out. Nope, not a one word. So we head to Walmart late at night, it was, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock. And we head to Walmart because we thought we was going to cut them cushions that night. So anyways, but we're there. But now this is what I have to say about you're put in the right place at the right times, a lot of times. And so we went, picked up the electric knife, left in the parking lot, and my husband looked over, and there was this young couple, and the wife was pregnant, and they got a TV darn near the size of their car. And they're leaning on it, and they look stressed, and they're making phone calls. And my husband says, "Kathleen, those people are in need. I think we ought to help." I said, "You're right. I feel this is a safe situation. They're in a predicament, and we just need to try to help them out of this predicament." Now, I want you to know, we had been driving the truck all day long, and we were in our Subaru then, but the seats all lay down in the Subaru, so we pulled back around, and we said, "Well, y'all look like you needed some help, and we are happy to help you." Boy, the relief just poured right off their faces. And we was able to load it into the Subaru. It was at an angle, and we had to bungee down the back end. And they just lived probably about 4 miles away from the Walmart. And we exchanged phone numbers and we followed them to their house with their TV in the back of our car. They trusted us and we were trusting them. You know, you just tell they were just regular old people like all of us, and they just found themselves in a predicament. You know, they'd kind of put the cart before the horse in buying something, you know, not being able to get it in the vehicle. I mean, I'm pretty sure I found myself in that same predicament before. So we took it over there. Real nice little neighborhood we'd never been in. So we got in, dropped it off. He helped them carry it to the door, and we went on about our way home. And we never did cut that phone. I mean, I had to have that electric knife at that time, though. I had to have it.
The Lord had a different mission for you that night.
Yeah.
But it still involved the electric knife, because if you hadn't gone to get the electric knife, you wouldn't have been in the right place at the right time.
I know.
And I want that little couple.
Yeah. I want you to know it's the last electric knife on the shelf, too. You just don't ever know. That's what I mean by there's nice people everywhere. There's people willing to help you out. And I just think it's important that you be kind as well, just as kind, because I want to be treated that way in return.
Right. Well, and look, we have been twice already on this trip.
Oh, yes.
We have had 2 angels sent to us to park old lemon drop for us.
We have. Thank you, Jesus. Look at that big old beautiful American flag. Y'all, it's just waving in the wind. They got it hanging over their little main street right here in Buchanan, Michigan. A bunch of old little buildings. Everything looks cute.
I think I might want to move here and buy one of these houses to remodel.
I know.
Because they're remodeling several of these houses, these older historic looking houses on this little main street. Well, this is Front Street.
Right. And they got all these overflowing baskets of purple petunias hanging on every light fixture. And they're honoring the veterans. They got different veterans.
Of this town.
Right.
It looks like.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And it's the faces of the people of this town that are veterans, all hung up here on the post with American flags. They are patriotic. We have been staying in one patriotic place.
Yes.
God bless America.
Well, y'all, we hope you enjoyed listening to me and Nikki in the all natural moment of the time. And we wanted to stick with this week's advice to go along with some of the stories that you heard from the road. And we have decided to pick somebody else's advice to share. And this is a famous person that Nikki and I have spoken of before, and we have good childhood memories of. So today's quote to help give advice comes from Princess Diana. And she is quoted as saying, "Carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you." I personally believe what she says there. I think that there are times in life where somebody helps me and does an act of kindness that I can't repay in that moment. They're paid for it in the future by somebody else, but I also think that it gives me inspiration to do something kind for somebody else when they least expect it. And expect nothing in return. Just doing it because it's the right thing to do. And it's what the person needs at the time. Well, y'all, we hope you can use that piece of advice or tweak it to fit your life and or your friendships. If you have a question that you would like us to answer or a piece of advice that you would like us to share, email us at ohmylands@gmail.com.
Oh My Lands, Here We Go is produced by Nick Lean Productions. Our song, OML Here We Go Again, was written and performed by Joey Boone. Copyright 2022, Joey Boone, eDaddy Music, ASCAP. You can follow Joey on Facebook and Instagram at Joey Boone Music. You can also reach him at joeyboonemusic.com. If you enjoyed the Oh My Lands, Here We Go podcast, please subscribe and review us. This helps us to keep sharing our adventures. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Oh My Lands, Here We Go.
Seriously, y'all, Thanks for joining us on this adventure and laughing with us as we go. Hope to see you next time.